Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chakshurumritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gauri Chandraya Radhikaya Stadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Anarpitam charim chirat karunyavati nakalau samarpitam unnatujarasam svabhakti shriyam Hari pura sundar duti kadamba sandipita sada hriday kandreshu spurtavai sachinandana. He Krishna karuna sindhu dina bandhu jagatpate Gopesh Gopikant Radhakant Namastate Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. और एक बार Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. अच्छा, हिंदी today? Everyone understand Hindi?
Maybe they can all sit in one place, Maharaj.
So again, today is a very auspicious tithi. The parents of Shri Madhvācārya ji and Shri Rāmānujācārya ji.
Oh, Jai.
Both.
South India.
So going to South India, a place called Udupi, where Shri Madhvācārya ji, who is a combination of Bhim and Hanumanji together.
Strong.
He is our Sampradaya Guru. Our Sampradaya begins from Krishna and all the way from Krishna to Brahmaji to Naraji to Vedvyaji and then Madhvācārya ji. He is our Sampradaya Guru. He received all this knowledge from Shri Vedvyaji at Badrik Ashram. So, in his childhood, he was so powerful and strong because he is incarnation of Hanuman and Bhim.
Both strong.
Both strong. But the speciality of Shri Madhvācārya ji is, which Mahaprabhu took two aspects from all acharyas. In Navdeep, Mahaprabhu said to Nimbaditya, I am going to take two important aspects from you four acharyas, four Vaishnava acharyas. And from Shri Madhvācārya ji, he took the point of establishing deity worship. So they also believe in worshipping Radha and Krishna. Gurudev was telling this morning, I heard him. There are 8 mutts in Udupi. And the center is Gopal, a beautiful deity, Gopalji. And the 8 mutts around the Mool Mutt, the main mutt. And 8 sannyasis were appointed then by Shri Madhvācārya ji to look after the seva. So in their system, every acharya has to go 3 years, means every acharya get the turn of serving Gopal and after 3 years. So in those 3 years, they go out to preach everywhere. So that means if we go rotation, then every Acharya gets the seva after 24 years.
Wow.
In those 3 years, that Acharya is supposed to compulsory, and only he can serve Gopalji. Not that he can appoint a pujari. When I was there, year something 2003, I visited some of the acharyas in their respected mutts. I met them and I gifted them Gurudev's Bhagavad Gita. And they thought we are from ISKCON. And they said, oh, what Srila Prabhupada did was miracle. He preached Krishna consciousness all over the world. I said, yes, of course, and also our Gurudev. Then I presented them Bhagavad Gita to some of the acharyas. Very young age, very scholarly, and know Sanskrit so fluently. So they have no time to speak to anyone. For 3 years they have to serve Gopalji from Mangal Aarti to midnight. Serving Gopalji. All offering will be done by them, all Aarti will be done by them. And they take 3 or 4 hours in the morning to do Archan of Gopalji with a big, like a hill of tulsi leaves, and chanting, reciting so many mantras and offering to Gopal, like this. And there is no gate to see the Gopalji. It's not that in like other temples we go in and it's through just one window. Everyone have darshan of Gopalji through one window. This Gopalji standing in a posture, carrying the churning rod of Mother Yashoda, and self-manifested in the ocean. So this deity came floating in the ocean. Shri Madhvācārya saw, and it was so difficult for even 400 men to lift that deity and to bring to the shore. But Shri Madhvācārya, he just lifted like this, and he brought and established. No,
It's actually very small.
it's like 1.5 feet.
And 400 people.
No, it's very heavy. But because Madhvācārya, his Bhim and Hanuman, for them nothing is impossible. So he established the worship of Shri Gopalji, and they also believe in the worship of Radha and Krishna, but their worship is more on the worship of opulence. Like they worship Radha Krishna but in the mood of Lakshmi Narayan. So Mahaprabhu said from Madhva, because all these 4 acharyas, they are servant of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu is East, he is Krishna. He say from Madhva I am going to take 2 aspects. One is the deity is eternal and the worship of deity. This point I will take from Madhva line. Another point is refuting Mayavad. Refuting Mayavad means the doctrine of Shankaracharya. So how amazing it is. Shankaracharya is Shankara Sakshat. Shri Param Gurudev is writing. Who's Shankaracharya? It's Mahadev himself. He came to preach Mayavad, to serve Krishna. This was Krishna's desire. Then who's Hanuman and Bhim? Who's Hanuman and Bhim? They're Rudra avatars.
Oh.
Hanumanji and Bhim is Rudra.
Yeah.
So 2 Rudras together is Madhvācārya ji. And refuting whom? Shankaracharya. So it's like Shankaracharya is refuting his own Siddhanta and philosophy. Very interesting point. So it's very powerful to refute the arguments of Shankaracharya. And therefore, he established this Bhashya on Vedanta Sutra. Who wrote Vedanta Sutra? Shri Vedvyasi. He wrote sutras, and all acharyas, they gave commentaries on that. So Madhvācārya ji also gave this commentary. In short, a glorification of Shri Madhvācārya ji. And from Shri Rāmānujācārya, Shri Mahaprabhu took the aspect of Vaishnava Seva. And also refuting Mayavad, but more of inclined towards Vaishnava Seva. And Nimbaditya and Vishnu Swami ji is, otherwise my class will go in another direction. But the exclusive surrender to Radharani from Nimbaditya ji. Yes. You can read this in the small book, Navdeep Dham Mahatmya, where Mahaprabhu is meeting all these four acharyas, for Nimbaditya Acharya. And he told, I'm going to take 2 from every of you. And then Mahaprabhu established Achintya Bheda Ved. It's a philosophical. But I understand you all will not understand that high philosophy, so I'm keeping it simple. Shri Rāmānujācārya also from birth. And who is Rāmānujācārya? Rāmānuja. Anuja means younger brother. So younger brother of Ram. That is Lakshman. So Rāmānuja. He also born in South India. And there are elaborate pastimes of Shri Rāmānujācārya. He heard a lot in South India, right? Srirangam.
Yes, we also saw Shri Rāmānujācārya's.
There is a deity of Shri Rāmānujācārya which was been installed in his presence in that temple Srirangam 1000 years back. This deity is still present. Rāmānuja Sannidhi. And the beauty of that deity is the pujaris who are serving those deity, they sometimes see the nails coming out and the hairs coming up. They have to cut nails and hair after being so many years. Why this deity was manifested? Going out of the context, but because when Shri Rāmānujācārya was acting as Acharya, he was preaching all over. So his disciples once asked Gurudev, you always preaching all over, sometimes we have some philosophical questions to ask. To whom going to ask? Because only you can answer all those deep philosophical points. So Rāmānujācārya ji said, then make a deity after me, same like me. Yeah. So one deity was been made and got installed. And whenever disciples had any like a philosophical debate or misunderstanding and they raised questions, so it was like they all sitting in one big hall. They all sitting in one big hall. So section A speaking something else, B something, raising some other question, C, D, E, like that. And there's some personality behind the curtains, like this thin kind of curtain, and is answering all of them at the same time.
Wow.
Answering section A, section B, section C, same time. How is possible? And when one of the dearmost disciple of Shri Rāmānujācārya, when he looked behind the curtain, they saw it was Shesh with so many hoods, and he was answering everyone's questions simultaneously. Because Rāmānuja means Lakshman, so Shesh. So very, very interesting pastimes of Shri Rāmānujācārya, as we hear the pastime of Shri Raghunath Das Goswami, right? Very interesting from birth.
Yeah.
Similarly, Shri Rāmānujācārya ji also got birth in South India prior to Shri Mahaprabhu. And as a kid, along with other boys in the village, they were getting lessons from a Mayavadi guru whose name was Yadav Prakash. A Mayavadi, very arrogant in nature, thinking he knows better than anyone else. So he was teaching Mayavad. All boys and everyone in the village were praising his preachings. But once upon a time, he wrote something and asked the students, what is the meaning of this verse? They all were unable to answer. And this Mayavadi Guru, Yadav Prakash, he gave answer. So I don't understand, I don't remember the context now.
That's the monkey's butt.
He compared.
That's another thing. That's another. I'm coming to that. But Shri Rāmānujācārya stood up and he said, Gurudev, but this is wrong explanation. Then he got little, ego hurt, and he said, you know better than me? He said, I don't know this, but I can give you another explanation. So when he gave the explanation, that all students were also Sanskrit scholars. They all praised Rāmānujācārya for his answer for this. And this was an ego hurt to Yadav Prakash. So he already started feeling some malice towards Rāmānuja. That other occasion, as all devotees know already, there's no need to even tell this. है ना? पता है आपको? Okay, for those who don't know. Once upon a time, Sri Rāmānujācārya ji, as a boy, he was massaging his Gurudev back, putting some oil. Another student came and said, Gurudev, can you please describe the eye of the Lord? How we can compare the eye of the Lord? And he said, Kapya Asanam. Kapya Asanam means the back of the monkey. The eye of the Lord is pinkish red, like the back part of the monkey. This was his explanation. Rāmānujācārya, he was massaging and tears started flowing from his eyes. What is this? This is stupid explanation. And he said, Gurudev, this is not appropriate. Oh, you know better than me? Then you describe the meaning of Kapya Asanam. Because Kapi means monkey. जैसे हनुमान जी को बोलते हैं ना कपि, कपि पति, monkey. And Asanam means back of the monkey. So this was his explanation. But Sri Rāmānujācārya said, no, Gurudev. Kapya Asanam means lotus. Kapi also means sun. Yeah, Kapi. In Sanskrit, there's so many explanations of one word. Like Hari. Hari means Hari, Bhagwan. Hari means lion. Hari means monkey. And there are many other meanings. I only know 2-3. So Kapya Asanam, he said, Surya is Kapi, and when sun rise, the lotus blossom. So because of sun rays, the lotus blossom. That's why Kapya Asanam here means pinkish, reddish, like a lotus. Lord eye is compared to as lotus. And again, all the students praised his explanation. Yadav Prakash started making a plot now. He's saying, this is not good, because he looks like he's going to take over everything. I need to do something to rectify or correct or to minimize him. These 2 episodes, many episodes happened, there's one more episode happened. The sister of the king of that territory, she got possessed by a ghost. And she climbed a tree and got naked, totally naked, because she got possessed. The king was worried, asking many people, please help my sister, please help my sister. Then the king called upon Yadav Prakash, Guruji, you know so many mantras, you are Guruji, you please come and take the ghost out from my sister body. Yadav Prakash came with all his students, let's all go, he want to show off. So he started reciting some mantras, but the ghost speak back to Yadav Prakash, I'm not going to leave the body of this girl. There's only one way. I want the Charnamrit of your disciple Rāmanuja. Only and only then I'm going to leave body. That was again an insult. Instead of asking Charnamrit of Guruji, asking for Rāmanuja. And Sri Rāmānujācārya became very embarrassed there. But that was the only remedy. So the ghost was given the Charnamrit and the ghost left the body. The king felt so grateful and indebted. He said, I will always remember this. You helped my sister. Sister or daughter, someone. In this way, Yadav Prakash was getting more and more envious. And I was thinking a plot to kill him. Kill Rāmānujācārya. Killing disciple. So what kind of consciousness is that? So he discussed with some of his students who were favorable to him, how can we kill Rāmānujācārya? Then students said, let's go make a tour to pilgrimage, to any pilgrim. we're going to go there. And in the forest, we're going to kill Rāmānuja. And then we come back and declare that some animal eaten Rāmānuja. So the cousin of Rāmānujācārya, he heard this. I'm forgetting all the names now.
Courage.
No.
No.
Cousin. Kanti something. So he heard this. He overheard this. And he came to Rāmānujācārya. He came running to him and he said, Rāmānuja, there's some plan going on. If Gurudev will ask you to go visiting all the holy places, don't go there. Rāmānujācārya was so happy. Yes, Gurudev is taking me. I'm definitely going to go there. But he already aware what's happening. So he asked his mother. Mother said, no need to go. He said, no, mom, I want to go. Oh, mother, I want to go. And in this way, the whole entourage in the forest, the cousin of Rāmānujācārya again informed him, listen, your life is in danger. Just run away. So he stepped back because they were all moving forward, and he took another direction. And after some hours, Yadav Prakash is in search of Rāmānujācārya. Where is he? Where is he? I'm not seeing him. Then they all assume some animal, tiger, lion, snake, someone has already killed him. Yadav Prakash said, yes, then we are in a good condition. We don't have to kill him. Some animal already done this. So he took all other students, the holy places, and Sri Rāmānujācārya, because he lost the direction, he's in the forest, so thirsty. There's nothing to eat, so thirsty. He sat under a tree and is praying to Lord. Oh my Prabhu, I think I'm going to die. I'm starving and I'm thirsty. Then he saw one hunter and his wife. They came to him and they said, oh boy, can we help you? He said, I'm so thirsty. Then the couple, hunter and his wife said, don't worry, we'll get some water for you. So they got some water on the palm like this and offered 3 times this water to Rāmānujācārya, and he was so satisfied. Then they asked, who are you? Where are you going? He said, I'm going Kanchipuram. He said, oh, we are also going Kanchipuram. He said, but I lost my direction. Don't worry, we will take you there. And in this way, Rāmānujācārya, he started following that hunter and his wife. And traveling all night long, early morning, Rāmānujācārya felt a little sleepy. He took a nap. And when he woke up, he didn't find that couple there. But he saw a big, huge dome of a temple. And he said, Kanchipuram is so close. He crossed, he already walked all the way to reach to Kanchipuram. He came running to the temple, looking for that hunter, his wife. But hunter and wife was not actually hunter, this was Lakshmi Narayan. The Lakshmi Narayan. How Rāmānujācārya came to know this? When Rāmānujācārya came in the temple, the pujari of the temple, he was a pure devotee of Lord. And he used to have conversation with Lord, direct, face to face.
Is it Vardharaj? Is it Vardharaj?
Vardharaj in Kanchipuram, Vardharaj Swami. The priest, the pujari, was having direct conversation. So when Sri Rāmānujācārya came here, he told the whole story. I got lost, my direction, and the one hunter, and then he smiled, he said, it was not hunter. He was not hunter, he was Lakshmi Narayan. Rāmānujācārya started crying and weeping. I troubled my Lord. They have to come in disguise to help me. I think I'm so ungrateful. So, O Kantipun, can you please tell me, how can I repay my Lordship, Lakshmi Narayan? Then he gave one remedy. He said, they got water for you, so it's your duty every day bring water for Lakshmi Narayan. And there were like 300 stairs. He has to walk 300 stairs down to fetch water from the river and go up 2-3 times or 4 times a day, 300 stairs, to repay Sri Lakshmi Narayan. In this way, so much love of Sri Lakshmi Narayan ji and Sri Rāmānujācārya ji, so much love. And in this way, Sri Rāmānujācārya ji came back. To a surprise, Yadav Prakash came to know he's still alive. But he can't do anything because Rāmānujācārya is now already aware of this. He started learning some Shastras, reading books, and in search of Gurudev to get initiation. This was happening with Sri Rāmānujācārya. Another side, in Srirangam, what was happening? So this is in Kanchipuram. In Srirangam, Sri Yamunacārya, who was manifesting Acharya Leela, he was looking for his successor. His successor. And he knew very well my successor is going to be Sri Rāmānujācārya. But how to get him? So he sent one of his disciples said, Gurudev, I'm going to bring Rāmānujācārya. He came to Rāmānujācārya and said, my Prabhu, my Gurudev, he wants to see you. He didn't tell successor. He wants to see you. And he said, I'll be very lucky and fortunate to have darshan of a Madhvācārya like Sri Yamunacārya. So please take me. It's a very elaborate story, but I'm cutting short. So the disciple of Yamunacārya, he took Rāmānujācārya to see his Guru Maharaj. But when they arrived on the scene, there was a big crowd on the streets. Big crowd. So thinking, what's happening? So this disciple asked someone, why this crowd is here? What's wrong? He said, Gurudev left this body. Sri Yamunacārya, he left. He departed from this world. And Rāmānujācārya was in tears. Oh, I'm bereft of having darshan of a Madhvācārya. He wanted to see me for what reason, I don't know. Then Rāmānujācārya ji, he begged the prominent disciples, can I have darshan? And they all knew that our Gurudev wanted him to be a successor. He didn't know this. And they all allowed him to go near to his, that podium where he was been kept. Sri Rāmānujācārya ji, when he came there, he had darshan of Sri Rāmānujācārya. But something strange was there. What strange was there?
Fingers. Everything is folded down.
He has a fist like this, closed. So he was very sharp, intelligent, and he saw, what is this? It should not be like this. Why fist is closed? Then with his separation mood, he said, Gurudev, you wanted to see me and I already accepted you as my Gurudev in my heart. Acceptance of Guru in the heart. Just by seeing, not even getting initiation. Understand? But we can't think, this can apply to me also. This is sometimes when we hear the examples of Acharyas, we take it easygoing and we try to compare and relate with us. That's not true. It is with Sri Rāmānujācārya. Like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, from where he got sannyas? Who gave him sannyas? Who gave sannyas to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur?
In a dream.
No. In a dream. From? From his photograph.
Picture.
From his picture. But if I think I can also take like this, it's not possible.
Whose picture she's asking?
I think he dreamed about, that's what we read also.
I heard directly from Gurudev. Maybe she's right.
Picture. No,
but
it
because
may I say
he
after
went
Guru?
inside the room and pictures there.
Yeah. Anyway, these are details. There's no. Maybe came in dream. There's no.
He's the only witness.
Yeah. So my focus on the important point is,
We don't
the
not physical presence.
yes, not physical presence. So in this way, Shri Rāmānujācārya ji, Shri Rāmānujācārya, he said, Gurudev, I'm bereft of your mercy. I want to take initiation from you. But he already accepted him as his Gurudev. So I want to serve you. How I want to serve you?
वेदांता लिख के उसको preach करूँगा all over India.
They don't understand Hindi.
I will commentary on Vedanta and preach all over India.
ये तो दो बातें होगी. I want to write commentary on Vedanta Sutra. Then one finger opened. Then I am going to preach Vaishnavism all over. Two opened. Then I will establish the principle of Vaishnava Seva. Three open. These three fingers open. So that was a surprise. Everyone, what is this? We saw, we heard, he left this world. That how he's answering. That means sanction.
Missing.
That is sanction. This is called acceptance of a disciple. Just like, even if someone gets Harinam from Shri Guru, this is known as Diksha. This is Diksha. Some people say, oh, accepting Harinam is not Diksha, only accepting mantras is Diksha. But it's not my point of view. Srila Bhakti Bharti Goswami Maharaj Ji said, one who has given Harinam is ideally your Guru. And if he leave the world, or he is not in a position to give mantras, and if we receive mantras from our God brothers or something, but one who gives Harinam is actually your Guru. Because compared to Harinam and Diksha mantras, what is superior? Harinam is superior. So therefore, this is Srila Bhakti Bharti Maharaj Ji. When we receive Harinam, that's our spiritual master. He is our spiritual master. And Diksha mantra, if also be from him, then good. But sometimes it's not possible. So whomever we receive Diksha mantra, he is our Shiksha Guru. But one who is given Harinam is always our Guru. Because Harinam, amongst Harinam and the mantras, Harinam is superior than mantras. Understand? So, just like if someone says Sannyas mantra is far superior than any other mantra, then if Param Gurudev, he got Sannyas mantra from Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Maharaj. But who's Gurudev or Param Gurudev? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Understand? Srila Vāman Goswami Maharaj, he got Harinam from Prabhupada. So Prabhupada is his Guru Maharaj. But he received mantras from Param Gurudev. And entire life he spent and served Param Gurudev. So he was keeping this, that Param Gurudev is my Gurudev. So from the Acharya's perspectives, not mine, one who gives Harinam is actually a Guru. And receiving Harinam from Shri Guru is initiation itself. Not that when we get Diksha mantras, then this is initiation. Receiving Harinam is initiation. Receiving Harinam. This is the first part of initiation. Oh. So receiving Harinam is the first part, and then receiving Diksha mantra is the second part. And many times it happens, many times it depends on Shri Guru, respected Gurus, if they want to give all together or if they want to do in a parts. Then what to speak of if someone accept you as disciple and someone accept you as guru in the way emotions. So this can't be with us, truly speaking. But with the pastimes of Acharya, it's totally different scene. Shri Rāmānujācārya accepted Rāmānujācārya's successor, not only disciple, successor. And Shri Rāmānujācārya accepted him, and therefore 3 fingers opened. And seeing this, all others, Guru Bhais, God brothers, they said, yes, our Gurudev was waiting for him, and we see this, a miracle happened now. They all started worshipping him as Guru. But he was feeling so embarrassed. He said, no, you all are my Gurus. You all are my Gurus. Therefore, it's my prime duty to serve all of you. He started serving all his God brothers. All menial services, all his God brothers. And they were all respecting him so much. But then, he wanted to have mantras. So he chose one Kanchipuram. Please give me mantras. So Shri Kanchipuram, he gave him Diksha mantras. He said, on behalf of my Guru Maharaj, I am giving you Diksha mantras, but actually you are successor of Guru Maharaj. But with a provision, you don't have to give this mantra to anyone else. That's the only instruction. And this is such an important point, which answers so many questions. What was that? We all know. Shri Rāmānujācārya ji, after receiving mantras, he came out, he stood on a big platform and started inviting all villagers. Come. Hello, everyone, come here. Repeat after me. Cling. Whatever the mantra is. Yeah. Everyone initiated, the whole village.
All at once.
One slot. And his Gurudev Kanchipuram came to know this, very upset. Call him. And then he got chastised. I told you, you're going to go hell for this. He said, Gurudev, but tell me, what's the benefit of a person who chant this mantra? Then he said, anyone who chant this mantra goes to Vaikuntha. He said, then fair enough. All these people will go Vaikuntha and only I'll go hell. And I'm ready for this. Even his Guru Bhai, his Guru, Diksha Guru, Mantra Guru, he became surprised of seeing his moods. And in this way, Shri Rāmānujācārya ji, he started manifesting Acharya Leela. Thousands and thousands of disciples, sannyasis all over. One day his Gurudev came and paid obeisances to him. And he was keep sitting, watching him. And then other disciples, they're thinking this is something weird. And when his Gurudev paid obeisances to him, he went in his room. They asked his Gurudev, why you paid obeisances to your disciple?
That's against protocol.
It's against protocol. Then his Gurudev Kanchipuram said, because even though I gave him mantra, I'm his God brother. And I see the presence of my Guru, the ideals, the seva mood of my Guru in him. And that's why I paid obeisances to him. Then they all came to Rāmānujācārya ji. He said, your Gurudev paid obeisance to you and you're supposed to get, out and pay back. He said, no, he's my Guru. He's teaching me how to pay obeisances. So when he's teaching me, I'm learning from him. I don't want to disturb him. Now I know from him how to pay obeisances. Then everyone took this very important. That he is seeing the presence of his Guru all over, and his God brother seeing the presence of their Guru in him. Such sweet relationship. And he served all his God brothers. Then came one very powerful disciple whose name was Quresh. And we all know the story of Quresh, right? No need to repeat that, right?
Yeah. It's very sad story.
Very sad story. Quresh, who ended up giving up his life to protect his Gurudev. And the similarities between Param Gurudev and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Because the king of the territory, he was Shaivite, and he didn't like the idea that Rāmānujācārya is spreading Vaishnavism. And he threatened him many times, but now he sent his soldiers to get him, and I'm going to punish him. The soldiers got a finding of who is Rāmānujācārya, he must be a sannyasi. So Quresh, he took his Gurudev Rāmānujācārya in the room and exchanged his clothes. Exchanged his clothes.
was chastising him, like, why are you doing this? He was
Yes,
still
Sri Rāmānujācārya got chastised. His Gurudev, Sri Rāmānujācārya chastising Quresh.
Yeah.
And he said, just by exchanging or wearing my clothes, you're not going to become sannyasi. And Quresh said, Gurudev, similarly, by wearing my white clothes, you're not going to become grahastha. So please don't stop me. I know what I'm doing. You're going to go hell for this and that. And Quresh locked him and came out. And soldiers, the guards, they saw, oh, he's Rāmanuja. Are you Rāmanuja? He said, yes. And they took him to the king. And king wanted to punish. He wanted to punish Quresh in front of all his subjects. So it was like a stadium. And he was being brought to the stadium, in the middle of the stadium, to punish. King said, I want to give him sentence of death. But I still remember once he saved my daughter's life from the ghost.
From the ghost, yeah.
That's why I'm not going to punish him. But yes, he's going against my laws. So pluck his eyes out. The soldiers, the sharp, some weapon, they took his both eyes out. He became blind. Blood started oozing from his eyes. And at that moment, he was praising those soldiers that I'm so grateful you're engaging me and my body in the service of my Gurudev. This body was a waste. I wasn't able to serve my Gurudev. But by taking my eyes out, at least I'm of some use to my Gurudev. So I'm so grateful. And he was being thrown out. Now Quresh, falling apart here and there in the forest, nothing to eat, nothing to drink. Finally he came to this Varadaraj temple, Kanchipuram. He came there and he got shelter of that priest who was having conversation with Vardaraji. He asked the priest, how can I serve Vardaraj? He said, you can sing for him. So Quresh was singing for the deities. And Rāmānujācārya, when he came to know this, he was in search of his disciple Quresh. Why you didn't tell me this was the case? I would have resolved this. But Quresh, you sacrificed your life for me. He himself came out alone in search of his disciple Quresh. Dhanya hai Quresh. So fortunate that his guru is weeping and crying and looking for him. Mostly serious disciples, they are looking and crying for one's guru. But guru is looking for them, for him. And one day, Rāmānujācārya, while walking far distance in the forest, he entered this temple, Varadaraj temple, and he saw someone is singing so melodiously. He entered in and he recognized, oh, he's Quresh. So he called out, oh, Quresh. And Quresh heard the word, oh, it's my Gurudev. He turned back, but he has no eyes. Rāmānujācārya came and running and just embraced him. Why you did this? Why you didn't tell me? Quresh, he fell at the feet and touched his lotus feet. Sri Rāmānujācārya said, Quresh, you can ask any two boons from the Lord right away. I'm giving you this power. Empowering you. You can ask two boons from the Lord. Quresh said, in one boon, so I'm just speaking a little fast forward story. He said, in one boon, oh Lord, please don't punish those soldiers who took my eyes. Instead, give your bhakti to them, because they engage me in the service of my Guru. The second boon, that king who ordered to punish me, don't take his offense. Instead, he's innocent. Instead, give your bhakti to him.
Wow.
You know, this is the mood of Haridas Thakurji. It's the mood of Jesus Christ.
Compassion. Yes.
Compassion. Don't punish them, because Lord is not going to spare. Not worse reactions. If anyone troubles the devotees, worse reactions. What to speak of physical?
Yeah.
Taking the eyes out. Then Rāmānujācārya became upset and also very restless. I empowered you to ask 2 boons, and instead of asking your eyes, you're asking for the king and the cards. You're making me restless. Now I'm giving you blessing. Oh my Lord, please, right away, I beg you, please right away give eyes to my disciple. And a light came from Shivardharaj, and Quresh got his eyes back. Not ordinary eyes this time, transcendental eyes. The moment he got his eyes, he closed his eyes. He didn't want to see the Lord. He turned around and he saw the lotus feet of his Gurudev. Because with those eyes, as a blessing, he first of all want to see the feet of his Shri Guru. Then, Lord Vardharaj. So then he said, Gurudev, I'm so obliged, I'm so grateful. You gave me this transcendental vision, these eyes. And Rāmānujācārya became a little upset. So why you didn't ask your eyes when I gave you 2 boons? He said, because that would have been my sense enjoyment. And with those eyes, what if I get indulged in attractions of the world? But I'm pretty sure these eyes are given as a blessing from you. So I'm not going to get attracted to any beauty of the world. Only you and my Lord, Vardharaj. Quresh started traveling with Rāmānujācārya, and he has to fulfill this promise. I want to write a Bhashya commentary, which is known as Bodhayan Bhashya on Vedanta Sutra. So where is this? In Kashmir. Kashmir में क्या है वो? Sharda Peeth in Kashmir. One of the because Sri Shankaracharya has 4 main centers in all country India. One north, south, east and west. So Sharda Peeth, all the way up Kashmir here. When Sri Rāmānujācārya with Quresh came to Kashmir, he requested the priest there, can you please give me Bodhayan Bhashya? They already understood why he wants this. Because then he is going to refute their Shankaracharya. And they, first of all, they just gave him with a plan that in the morning we're going to steal this. So they gave him, he got received this, and he slept all night. In the morning when he woke up, he saw the Bodhayan Bhashya was lost. Somebody stole that. So the pujaris, they already stole that. And he was in tears and in pain that now I think I should leave my life because I'm not able to fulfill the promise I gave to my Gurudev. So when he was sad and disappointed, Quresh asked, Gurudev, why are you sad? He said, because the Bodhayan Bhashya is lost. He said, don't worry, Gurudev. I read all night. All night I was reading Bodhayan Bhashya and it's all here. I'm going to write down for you. And he wrote as it is. The entire commentary, Bodhayan Bhashya as it is. Not Bodhayan Bhashya, but the sutras. Then Sri Rāmānujācārya ji, he wrote Bodhayan Bhashya, commentaries on that. So it's not that he only gave his life to his Gurudev, protected him, but also helped him serving his Guru Maharaj. So that's why Quresh is Quraysh is compared to as Param Gurudev. How Param Gurudev served Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Understand? क्या time हो गया?
No.
It's still 10 minutes.
Still 10 minutes.
Maharaji,
Maharaj, I have a
question
couple of
now?
questions.
Can I comment something first? First of all, his cousin's name was Govinda, and I gave you wrong information, so I have to correct it now. So Kanchi Purna was his early mentor, and then Goshti Purna,
Goshti. No.
the one who gave him initiation, and then later on he also took from Mahapurna.
Yes.
So all the Purnas there.
Yes.
Kostipur is the one who chastised him for
Yes.
doing-
Yes. Goshti Purna and Mahapurna, and the cousin is Govinda, who later on took initiation from Rāmānujācārya.
And Yadava Prakash also took initiation.
Also Yadav Prakash, who was his Mayavadi guru, later on he also got initiation by Sri Rāmānujācārya. So there are many pastimes actually. Many pastimes. Sri Rāmānujācārya life story is very elaborate, so I can take some questions now.
You want to go first?
Yeah, really quickly, Maharaji, so an offense was done to Quraysh by some people, and we know then it's a big Vaishnava aparadh, and the only remedy for Vaishnava aparadh is the person has to come
Yes.
and beg for forgiveness, irrespective of whatever Quraysh could desire, then how come that contradicts this? Were they then, was the offense gone?
If the devotee personally asks forgiveness on behalf of who offended them to Lord, then also get excused. Like in the case of Sri Haridas Thakur. He was beaten in 22 marketplace, and he saved everyone saying that, "Oh Lord, please don't take their offense. They don't know what they are doing." So, of course, if we offend someone, we are supposed to go. This is the only way. But there are some exceptions to this. So this is one exception. Other exception is in Navdeep, Devanand Pandit, who was reciting Srimad Bhagavatam so fluently, and he has hundreds of disciples sitting there, and Srinivas Prabhu, he was also sitting there. And while hearing Bhagavatam, he started manifesting some transcendental symptoms like laughing, weeping, rolling on the ground. And that was a disturbance to the whole audience. That was a disturbance. So they threw him out. So it was not an offense of the disciples, the offense goes to Guru. So Devanand Pandit offended Srivas Pandit. Mahaprabhu heard this, he became so upset, angry, he just wanted to tear apart Srimad Bhagavatam of Devanand Pandit. So he offended Srivas Pandit, but later on, Devanand Pandit served Vakreshwar Pandit, another associate of Mahaprabhu, and this Vaishnava Aparadh got destroyed there. So this is exceptional cases. It's not every time it's like that. So same thing with Quraysh ji also. He prayed for forgiveness. He prayed for the forgiveness in that boon, which is supposed to be for him.
Yes.
So in that case, Lord also think a pure devotee, just like Jagai and Madai, they hit on the forehead of Nityananda Prabhu. Mahaprabhu want to punish, but Nityam Prabhu asked forgiveness on the part of Jagai and Madai by catching hold feet of Shri Mahaprabhu, and then Mahaprabhu excused them. If Nityam Prabhu is praying, if a pure devotee is praying on our behalf, then it's excused.
So
You finish?
I think one note I will say is Varadaraj means Varada. I think it means to give boon. I think he's known to give boons.
Varada means to give boon.
Yeah. So Maharaj, I have two questions. One is Shankaracharya, he's the Mayavada philosophy unse hi aata hai, right? Like it comes from. But Shankaracharya also wrote the beautiful Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Modamate, which means sing the Lord's name, of foolish mind. And I actually made कभी कभी वो गाना मुझे आता है and it's beautiful song both. So how do we like? It seems like there are two different angles here, right? One angle is the Mayavad, and the other part is the
He did Mayavad. He didn't want to do this. Krishna forcefully ordered him to do this.
Okay.
Shankaracharya ji, Shankar never wanted to do this. And he complained to Krishna also. Why you always give me difficult tasks? Why not I can be like others to get your direct seva. You always giving me difficult ones. Like drinking poison. Giving boons to the demons. Why this is given to me only? But Krishna said, because only you can handle this, and you're powerful, and you're my friend. Because you're very close, only to the close one I can tell to do such things. So spread my avad. I want this. So to obey the order of Krishna, Shri Shankar, Mahadev, he preached my avad. But even after doing so, he can't resist. And his in resistance is that bhajan. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. I can't resist anymore. I have to tell what is the ultimate truth. But how the followers, they take this? Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhajam Moodmati. What is the meaning of foolish mind?
Foolish mind, chant Lord's name, Govinda's name, chant the whole Govinda's name.
So some followers, they say, those who are foolish mind, they worship Govinda.
That's a reverse.
That's a reverse philosophy.
See what you want to see.
Huh?
You see what you want to see.
Yeah. Those who are foolish mind, they worship Govinda. They take this like this. Understand? So it's not the fault of Shri Shankar. It is done with the order of Krishna.
Oh,
Shri Rāmānujācārya ji ki
Jai.
Shri Madhvācārya ji ki jai.
Jai.
It's a very elaborate. I only touch 4 or 5 stories, but there are so many stories. We heard from Srila Bhakti-Vigyan Bharati Maharaj. He was very fond of speaking on Rāmānujācārya because his so much lessons are there and full of Vaishnava seva.
Also, Maharaj, we are not supposed to give away mantras, right? That Gurudev gives. In this
No.
case, Rāmānujācārya ji did something that is unthinkable. So, is this another exception? Like
Yeah,
how-
if you want to go hell, if you want to ready to go hell for giving welfare to all the people, most welcome. Tomorrow on the podcast, just give Diksha mantra to everyone.
So Rāmānujācārya did not go, right, Maharaj? Like he's like उनको कुछ नहीं हुआ ना, right?
No, he can digest. Shiva can digest poison. So great personalities, they can digest all that. We can't do this. That's why these pastimes are not for imitation. This looks very funny. Interesting, I mean. Oh, he did this, he did that. And there's so many more stories. Very interesting stories. Very, very interesting, inspiring stories. If we listen to those, oh, it's very interesting. It's very humorous.
पर हमको careful रहना है. We cannot do.
There was one big bouncer. क्या नाम था? Dhanurdhar. Wrestler. Big bouncer. Everyone was scared of him. No one can dare say anything to him. And he was attracted to a lady. She was so beautiful. And he always carrying umbrella on her head because he was so attached to her. And wherever she's going, marketplace, temple, wherever, he always used to take umbrella and facing her, moving backwards.
Facing her, moving backwards.
Yes. Holding umbrella
How
because
do you not fall?
he can't take his eyes out of her. He was so attracted and attached. Like totally what you call, kya word hai?
Mesmerized.
Mesmerized.
Enchanted.
Possessed. He's so possessed by her. Her beauty. So then one day she came to temple and all others were also in the temple. And Pujari is not opening the curtains because it's disrespect. If one person is like showing back towards the Lord. But no one can say anything to the other because he's going to hate and kill everyone.
Wrestler.
And it happened so, by the grace of God, Shri Rāmānujācārya ji came there with his disciples. and he's wondering why you're not having darshan. And they were pointed because of him. Without any fear, Sri Rāmānujācārya came and spoke to him. No one dare came close to him. Sri Rāmānujācārya told that if you turn your face other way, we all going to have the darshan of beautiful Lord. Then he said, can you see the beauty of her eyes, her nose, her ears, her lips, so beautiful. Look here, look here. Sri Rāmānujācārya said, I guarantee you, I promise you, if you obey me, I can show you something more beautiful than her. He said, no way.
Not possible.
Not possible. She's the best. Yes, Prabhu. She's the best.
Specifically talking about her eyes, right?
Yes.
Saying she had the most beautiful eyes. And
Yes,
he said,
most
no,
beautiful
I'll show
eyes.
you somebody who has more beautiful eyes.
So he said, throw a challenge. If you follow me, I can show you more beauty. So he said, okay, accept this. But I'm telling you, I'm not going to get defeated. So he turned his face around. Pujari opened the curtain. Everyone watching, having darshan of the Lord. And from the back, Rāmānujācārya put his hand on his head.
Wow.
And he got the blessings. Means Rāmānujācārya wanted him to become a devotee. When Shri Guru or when Acharya want you to become a devotee, then no one can stop you. If Srila Prabhupada wanted all these people to get devoted, then nobody can stop. So when he got infusion of this blessings, and he saw the Lord, the eyes of the Lord, he was totally captivated. Tears start flowing from his eyes, like transcendental ecstasies. He got totally transformed. Totally transformed. And right away there in the temple, he fell at the feet and touched the feet of his Gurudev. And he said, you are my Guru. You are right. And said, look at that lady, who's more beautiful? He said, I'm so sorry. I was thinking she's the most beautiful, her eyes are most beautiful, unparalleled, but the Lord's eyes are incomparable to anything else. And the beauty of this woman faded, insignificant, like a mustard seed. Guruji, please give me Diksha. And there, Rāmānujācārya gave him Diksha. And he said, now I'm your disciple. What service I can do? Give me some instruction. Then Rāmānujācārya said, marry that lady. He said, I have no interest anymore. I want to become, one of your team, your disciple. Entourage.
The bodyguard, he needs bodyguard.
You need a bodyguard. I want to serve you, Gurudev. I have no interest in marriage anymore. I don't want to get. He said, that's why I want you to marry, because now you have no interest. So on the order of his Guru, he got married to that. And they were both very rich. Very rich. So Rāmānujācārya ji, he every day was going to take bath in river Kaveri. India, all the rivers are holy river. Gange cha Jamne cha Saraswati Narmade Kaveri Sindhu Jalesmi Sikuru. So Kaveri is also very auspicious. So when Sri Rāmānujācārya is going to take bath in the river, he was keeping his hand on the shoulder of his sannyasis. And after bath, putting hand on the shoulder of Dhanudhar. After bath. Then sannyasis started gossiping. What Gurudev, what he's doing? If you want a support of a shoulder, he's supposed to do prior to take bath to Dhanudhar. After that, we are sannyasis, we are more pure than him. He's a grasta. But Rāmānujācārya ji wanted to teach a lesson there. That one who worship more is superior, regardless one sannyasi or grasta. So this was happening and he heard this. And what he made a trick. What he did? In the ashram, he just exchanged clothes. Someone's shirt, someone's dhoti, someone's chadar. He just reshuffled everywhere. And they all started quarreling, fighting. You took my dhoti, you took my shirt, you took my this, you took my that. For small little things. Yeah. And intentionally Rāmānujācārya was doing this. When he heard all these fightings, he called upon all of them. Hey, listen, I want you all go to Dhanudhar home when he's not at home. He's going to come to me and I will engage him in speaking Harikatha. And that moment you all go his home and loot him. Take everything from his locker. Everything. Gurudev, what you teaching us? Stealing? He said, yes, just do as I say. So in the afternoon, Dhanudhar came and Rāmānujācārya started speaking Harikatha. And he just indicated, told disciples, go. They all came his home and his wife was resting on a cot, like one side like this, and they took everything from the locker. All possessions, gold, money, whatever. And she's watching. She's wondering, what is this? It's my god brothers. Must be something wrong in the ashram. Gurudev is in need of money and he sent his brahmacharis instead of asking us directly. Something is there. But what is that? Okay, when my husband will come, I will ask. And then in those devotees, when they were taking everything away, when they're taking him away, they saw she's sleeping one side like this. They start taking her bracelet, ankle bell, earring.
Wow.
She's thinking, oh, something very bad in the ashram. Gurudev is in need of money. So why have to keep the other side of my ornaments? So she turned around and they all thought, she's waking up. And they all ran away. When they all came, Gurudev told Dhanudhar, it's too late, now you go home. He said, okay, Gurudev. He came back home and Rāmānujācārya told his disciples, now you all go and see what they're going to speak. They all came and Dhanudhar saw everything is just disarranged, empty. What is this? He told his wife, thieves came, you sleeping? She said, no, Guru Bhai came, his god brothers. They took everything and I was sleeping and they took one side of my ornaments too. And she was wearing the other side. Then Dhanudhar is chastising her. Why you didn't give the other side? Why not? She said, I was about to, but then they all ran away. He said, right away, take all your ornaments. Let's go to Gurudev and surrender to him. He's feeling so reluctant and shy because there's something urgency in the temple. So we should give everything to our Gurudev. All the sannyasis, they heard this. They came back to Rāmānujācārya, paid obeisances to him and said, Gurudev, you taught us a lesson. Now we understand. Now we understand why you keep hand on the shoulder of Dhanudhar after taking bath. You also want to establish the principle, sannyasi, grasta doesn't matter. One who serves Guru and Krishna is superior. You know, he established his principle in this way. Gaur Prema Nande. Hare Krishna.
Not a question, but just-